Guys, it's Trish. This is not going to be your weekly horoscope. This is going to be your horoscope for Sunday and Monday. I'm trying to do something different here and breaking it up a little bit so that I don't stress myself out so much on Friday, and also so I don't have to feel like I have to come in on Saturdays, other than when I actually need to be here for some kind of work-related thing. Not actually, to do work, but I don't know, some other obligation. Well, anyway, so this is going to be the prediction for Sunday. Now, if you guys don't really know what's going on, you guys can take a look. At this moment, I am posting my reading for the weekend edition, Saturday and Sunday. So I'm going to go ahead and just do Sunday. And I'm still going to be doing horoscopes in the same way from Sunday through Saturday, but I'm going to be breaking it up so you won't have a big ass video to watch, just a few minutes, and then you kind of know what's going on with the energies that are in the air. Okay, so first off, a disclaimer: I am not an astrologer. This is an intuitive energy navigational guide. Okay, I'm clairvoyant, clairsentient, and clairaudient. I want to remind you too also that I swear, so if you're underage or sensitive to swearing or sensitive to some dark topics, stop watching. So this week I'm going to give you the entire summation, and I'll repeat it every couple of days with the what is it, like tri-weekly horoscope, bi-weekly, tri-weekly, I don't know. At this point I'll try anything. Which is also kind of in the horoscopes. So this week, Venus works with Uranus and Mars, helping to physically manifest changes in the direction of your relationships and your partnerships. And later on in the week, it ends up bumping heads with Black Moon Lilith, okay? And that's a sure sign that you need to align. That's the sign to align, okay, with what is in your best interest, with your divine purpose and your divine mission, your direction in life. Okay, Mercury joins Mars, Venus, and the Sun in Virgo, and that strengthens this already stellium in Virgo energy. Okay, so this is a time when it's going to be hard to pin you down physically, mentally, and spiritually. You're going to be on the go, or you're going to be just out, gone. Mars, followed by the Sun, trines Uranus, and that's going to be hailing sudden decisions or snap decisions or judgments, or actions. Sponsoring leadership, inspiration, awakenings, and just pure genius, like a bright idea, or I'm divinely inspired, or you divinely inspire me. And we'll get into that later on in the week. Okay, so a T-square exits through Jupiter and Sagittarius. You're going to have to make a decision, and you're going to have to make it, or it's going to eat you alive. Now, this could be your lucky chance, your last chance, or by pure schmuck luck, you get to do something, or you have an opportunity before you. Are you going to take it or not? You decide. The moon conjuncts Mercury, the Sun, Mars, and Venus, all during the new moon in Virgo, at different times. I think it's over like a 36-hour period. So like over a day and a half, the moon will conjunct all that stellium. Concentrated cappuccino of new energy, and we start to find solutions in order to save ourselves, or to save something, or to save others. Okay, there's also a grand cardinal cross demanding that you do something about an imbalance in power. So you decide. It's all about what energy you focus on. You can be the victim, or you can be the victor. So for Sunday, the moon moves into imaginative, sympathetic, protective, intuitive Cancer. Cancer is a sign of home and family, so it's devoted and loyal, romantic, and sensitive. With the Cancer eclipse energy still present, this could mean oversensitivity physically, mentally, and emotionally as well. Okay, you work best when there's no deadline, and you have an excellence to your words, to your creativity, your artistic and literary abilities at this time. So your muses and your inspiration is there with you. You're still struggling with believing that you deserve to receive anything, okay, and have trouble accepting gifts, love, and attention. Your insecurities may keep you from expressing that you feel vulnerable in some way. So feelings can fester, and you might sulk in self-pity, okay? Mimicking mood swings like you have PMS. You're at your best in committed relationships, even though you actually have some trust issues. When you don't speak up, your mood can darken and you can unleash the devil inside as a means to express this pent up energy. You can appear aggressive, possessive, criticizing, and nagging others in this desperate attempt, this desperate act to expunge that energy because you can't quite express what you're feeling. And some of you guys could be saying, oh, poor me. And you could be self-pitying, poor me, moping, being moody. When I was writing the horoscope, I was hearing, I have always, you have always, or you never, or I never. You might be hearing these phrases. And you could try to keep to yourself, refusing to open up or to give in, which gives the appearance of being greedy and not wanting to share yourself or share of yourself, okay? So coming into this Virgo energy, 4th to the 5th to the 6th, this is 3, time to communicate. You're examining how you've been sabotaging yourself, how you've been afraid of repeating the same habits and patterns, repeating the same mistakes. That's what you're afraid of, okay? But you still perpetuate the same behaviors, and it hurts to realize that you've been acting against your own best interests. But should you decide to express your feelings, express that you want things to change, that you want to change, okay, and that you want to work on yourself by loving yourself more and believing that you deserve better treatment than you've given yourself, okay? It's time to stop kicking yourself when you're down. Time to stop kicking yourself, period. You're the reason you're still on the ground, and you don't stop kicking yourself already. It's over. The time for that is over. You're actually opening up to a brand new way of attracting luck through making changes, okay? It can be emotionally exhausting otherwise. My recommendations, just do it, like Nike says, jump into it, jump off that ledge. This is where you're being guided, and you're going to find the beginnings of a new kind of harmony in the partnership and within. It's about time you spoke up. It's time that you took that chance to set things straight. And if you aren't having any trouble expressing yourself, or expressing or getting these new expressions to come out, you're going to find harmony at work and at home, and you may find that you have a reserve of energy, allowing you to feel inspired enough to get projects underway instead of feeling drained and tired. Okay, numbers for that day. Oh my goodness. Work with me, guys. This is new way of doing things. Trying to do things a different way. Putting it in order. Okay, so 25 and 27, we have changes that create a balance. That's number 7, due to awakenings, trying to create harmony in partnerships, even the partnership with your own soul. Now, we also have 27, which is the leveling balance, okay? Getting rid of something, starting from scratch, getting to the root of the faulty foundation and creating a new one through personal changes, awakenings, and unconditional love. So there's an ending to something that used to be very destructive. Okay, so Monday, Venus trines Uranus retrograde, and this is very personal, romantic, intense, and sentimental. If you've been on the fast track, if you've been the speed healing demon, as me, I like to call myself and my best friend, because we get down to business and take care of that shit. And then we're left, to enjoy the time that it didn't take to divert energy and attention and time to something, someone, an idea, or situation. Okay, so if you've been on the fast track and following your lessons, sponsored and brought to you by the universe, this is going to herald in a change and a release in your comfort level in regards to intimacy and bonding. You could be indulging in bondage and you could literally be laughing and crying all at once because you are so happy now. It's hilariously bipolar, such a feeling of freedom, and it's tears of joy, okay, that you're being freed from the past, free of past expectations, free of past feelings of not being worthy, and free of the pressure that you could be alone for the rest of your life, okay? You're freeing yourself up. These are self-imposed limitations of the mind, okay? And you're no longer under the stress of having to hold back just in case. You don't have to withhold any longer. And you're coming back from the edge because that edge is no longer there, or it's no longer sharp and cutting, or it's been dulled and lulled in some kind of way, most likely through love. You're no longer under the stress of having to hold back just in case. Oh shit, I already just read that. Sorry. Where are we? Oh, you're no longer willing to battle it out in your head. You've decided this battle isn't worth fighting anymore. Okay, and the withholding stops. When this happens, it's like your reserve of energy gets restored. So your faith in yourself is restored, okay? Along with the growing trust in yourself and in your relationships, okay? Just because you do dumb shit doesn't make you a dummy. You need to restore your faith in yourself. Stop kicking yourself when you make mistakes. The mistake is not of who you are. It's just a result of an immature judgment. Okay, so this is situation and it's a time period. That time period has expired. It's time for you to stop fighting with yourself. But if, however, someone's not acting from a place of integrity and compassion, if they're adamant in remaining in their Groundhog Day perpetual spiral, emotions could swing to extremes. Jealousy can come out, bringing unpleasant changes, and it appears that they might not be wishing you well. They might not want you to do well, and they may actually hope that you fall without them, because if you're progressing and happy and able to be independent, it means that you don't need them. And that could be a hard blow, a hard pill for them to swallow, okay? Because they may be having a hard time letting go of that artificial power high that they've been succubitching from you. And there's all of a sudden this fear that you will abandon them, just like every single man, every single woman they've ever encountered in their life. You women are all the same. You men are all the same. That kind of deal. Okay, so they choose to act up and hinder you, trying to keep you down. It's all an attempt to keep the status quo. Okay, they don't want you to progress and do better, because really and truly, they are the ones without power. So if you allow them, if you make them, you don't allow them to take power from you, where are they going to get it from? Ooh, now they have to look into themselves to empower themselves. Okay, where was I? Boy, this is a long 2-day horoscope. Okay, so you definitely need to be given something to work with. Okay, they want to keep the status quo and at the same time protest that you need me. You'll never make it without me because you're not enough, which is actually a projection. This is how they feel. They may or may not have realized it yet. Okay, you can't work with somebody who refuses to do the work. You definitely need to be given something to work with, and if not, you probably already have some options and other things that are a priority, rather than trying to wrap your head around this. Okay, just so you know, you're not alone, and you do not need anyone else. You want them. Let's be clear here. Things need to be clarified. You might be feeling inspired enough to create something using your imagination, like a love letter or a do-it-yourself fill in the blank. Some of you will be interested in the occult and or mysticism in search of answers, or just for meditation and grounding, for health reasons. Needing to learn how to relax after having to walk on eggshells for years, whether it's from somebody else, whether it was self-imposed or imposed by somebody else. Okay, some toxic situations that turn explosive may bring out the question, why God? Or where is your God? And why now? Among other things, okay? And the luckier ones, well, let's just start, or you may be saying, oh God, in that way, but there's also a third option here, an alternative. And you could be saying, oh God, sexually, with your eyes rolling back in your head, you're probably trying something new, or they're bringing in something new, either trying something new, adding something new, some kind of surprise, even like a new position, a new method, a new approach, maybe even a new person adding to the mix. Okay, so you're literally popping the proverbial cherry on an exciting new sexual and love adventure with your loved one. Numbers for that day are 26 and 28. So you are creating a lasting impression by serving yourself through serving others. And we've got 8, 10, 6, and 6. So there's a lot of healing, and there is a turn for the better, realizing that you serve others. If you serve others, you're really truly serving yourself, and it's getting your power back and feeling empowered through giving other people what they deserve, and in return receiving what you deserve. Okay guys, so that is Sunday and Monday. I will see you guys here on Monday morning with the rest of the horoscope. Take care. Love you.